Still going. Oh, here it is. It's starting up. We're just sitting here. This is a cold opening. Just waiting. I'm just gonna disappear. So if anybody notices.
See where you're live. There you are.
Here it is. It's starting up. We're just sitting here. This is a cold open.
Hold up, bro. Trying to see you.
They see me now? Oh, they see me now. Y'all watching? Perfect. I was waiting for that. All right. Welcome. Spring football is finally here. Oh, wait. Once again, rain is undefeated, Ross. So is, well, actually, snow in this case, as the Keystone Flag Football League was unfortunately snowed out this week and did not start their season. They will instead restart it next weekend. Same place, same location, same games actually. So we're not going to really talk Keystone tonight. We're going to move on from that. We'll see you guys next episode. We're going to instead talk about the Washington County Flag Football League to start this. And joining us for that, I believe this will be his first Blunt Talk featuring Joey Blaze, is the commissioner of the Washington County Flag Football League himself, the second year coming now, Tom Hoffman. Tom? The invite's been sent. I heard myself for a second. I thought it was him. Let me know when you're in, Tom. Do you see the invite? Hey, there you are, Tommy.
What's up, Joey?
Nothing much, sir. How you been? It's been a while, actually. I don't think I've seen you since Championship Saturday.
I'm good, buddy. Everything's been going all right.
Yeah, same here on my end. I'm actually drinking a Miller Lite. And you're on
Attaboy.
tonight.
Appreciate that.
So, Tom, the spring meetings occurred today. Tell us what went down.
We had 7 teams show up. Pretty much the steadfast teams that we've had for a long time. Your defending champ, Adrenaline Rush, was there. Who they played in the championship, Ruckus, was there. Dustin was there. Damian Coates. The Brunswick, I hate to call them the Assassins, the Brunswick Railroaders.
Hey.
Your boy Ross and the Warriors.
Ross Collins here tonight.
Ma'am and Swole were there to represent program. Me and my brother, of course, Andy and the Red Knights. Me with Broad Axe. Had them all meet at the Broad Axe in the trophy room. So we had a good time in there.
Yeah, good to hear.
Hopefully I didn't miss anybody there.
But yeah, 7 teams though. That's a lower number than we're accustomed to. We've been in the double digits lately, but I feel like, Tom, the teams you just mentioned are a little more stronger now, especially with the lower number of teams that'll be out there. That's less talent being spread thin. Do you feel the same way? Absolutely.
I mean, it sounds like the Warriors are picking up guys from Top Gun and or not Top Gun, but from program. Program picked up guys from Top Gun, who's no longer in our league. And yeah, I mean, got to do what you got to do to compete, man. I mean, everybody wants to win. So, and the one thing about a 7-league team or seven team league is there's only one big playoff now, so everybody's in the A bracket.
All right.
There will be no A and B bracket with 7 teams. Now, if we had 8 teams, we'd be. I mean, there's no point to have a B bracket to have 3 or 4 teams, or A bracket to have 3. You know what I mean? So that makes sense.
And I feel like that was the case, especially last season. We ran into that problem toward the end of the year where it almost was the case where we almost had only 3 B bracket teams, which
right.
Yeah, and in the end,
I mean,
it's nice for
the
them.
Warriors and Assassins were trying to play their alumni game,
mm-hmm.
and you know, and then it was kind of up to Top Gun Red Knights to battle it out for the B Brackets championship.
Yeah, and that was actually a great day. That was one of the best days of football I think I've had in my life doing this. Was that Saturday, seeing the A and B and the alumni games. Looking forward to this league's championship season coming up, as well as the alumni game May 18th. My question for you, Tom, is what is the situation with the field? Last season, we were at North, we were at South. We back at Snook?
We're back at Snook. Got
Or the
the
Woodward?
word today that we are back at Snook. So
All right.
that doesn't mean it's going to be a full-on party out there, but we got to play by their rules. I mean, they're flexible, so you guys know we can get away with a little bit out there. We're not under as huge a microscope as we were at Northern Middle or any school for that
Yeah.
matter. So, well, we have to behave to a certain extent, but we're back home. I mean, Marty Snook is home to me. Now, I always enjoyed playing out at the South High McKay Dowd Field because it's where I grew up on the sidelines. But yeah, Marty Snook is always home. I mean, ever since I've been playing. So yeah, Andy talked to Dave Brooks, who runs the county Parks and Rec, so he gave us a thumbs up that we're good to go.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, I'm excited. Any changes to the league this season coming up that our players should be aware of?
Not that I know of,
Okay.
unless
Um,
something stands out to you.
nah, I don't see anything standing out right now. I just don't know if anything had changed or not.
We talked about a All-Star game today that we kind of nominated Chris Boone to take charge of that. So Chris is going to be looking for guys to help him out to get a All-Star game like going on. My only thoughts on that was that each team needed to put in their input. It couldn't just be ADR picking an all-star team and letting it go with that. I mean, I would like to. I always want each captain to have a say and who gets picked and who gets nominated and all that, and have a say and have a vote. I think as captains, you deserve that right. Now it seems like some captains don't always want to vote or nominate, but I think anybody who wants to participate should have that chance, and
Yeah.
everybody seemed to agree on that. But yeah, I mean, if everybody wants it, I'm good with it. I mean, it's just Andy and I have so much on our plates that we'd rather not deal with it. It creates some arguments sometimes. More often than not on Facebook, not at the field or anything like that. But because we took a lot of flack on the 4 awards that went down at the Hall of Fame banquet, but like I say, if it's something that can be a positive thing that can build the league, I mean, I'm all for it. But like I say, if I don't have to really do anything to get it going, then that would be great. So,
Yeah, and understandably so. It's a lot that you guys do in organizing this alone. You got to deal with the brunt of everything that goes wrong with this league. It all comes back on you guys more than anybody else because you're the ones who got the calls from anybody and everybody who complained. You're the ones who have to hear it, not just from the players themselves, but from people who don't even know what you guys do. They just hear what you're all doing and they're like, okay, what's going on?
yeah, I think some people get fired up before they know exactly what's going on or how it works. And if, captains would relay the information on, or before they blow up Facebook, ask their captains, like, hey, how's this pick, this and that, maybe there will be an understanding there. But like I say, I mean, it seems like the president and vice president get thrown under the bus a good bit, and everybody wants to blame us. But we're there for the good of the league, man. I mean, we've been around for a long time, and at the same time, Andy and I aren't going to be there forever. So we're always willing to give up some power. Not that we even want to be in power. We just do it because we want a league to play in ourselves.
Yeah.
So, like I say, I mean, we're not out to be jerks or butt heads or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like we always have the good of the league in mind when we make decisions.
Yeah. And I agree. I think you guys have done a great job maintaining the league, especially when we did go through the tough times. You all remember the days. I can't say I watched it go downhill because I wasn't there for it, but when I got here, my first season in 2014, I saw what it was and what it became in the last few years. It was crazy watching it grow the way it did, and it was beautiful at the
Right.
same time. We brought a lot of people together from different places. We played a lot of great games, and truthfully, we've had some good times up here in county, and we're hoping
Oh
for
yeah,
some more this
absolutely.
spring. Yeah, it's a great
And,
thing. I feel like for
and,
everybody.
and you had mentioned about our league dropping to 7 teams or whatever, but here in the past couple of years, our league has been as strong top to bottom as I've seen it
Yeah,
in a long time. And
the
maybe
depth is
dropping
crazy
back to
right now.
7 teams makes it even stronger.
Yeah, no, that's what I felt like too. The consolidation helps because when you get to the tens, 11s, and 12s, you start thinning out rosters. You get teams like Survivors who will dress like 18 or Doom Squad of a few guys, and it's hard to get guys. It really is. Building an offensive line, Tom, you know it yourself, it's the hardest thing to do. The good news is you're one of them, and that's been the key to your success in the last couple of years. My question though is, can Broad Axe take it back this season? Because I'm starting to hear some things about you guys, and I'm getting interested.
I mean, we made a couple off-season acquisitions, and the football gods smiled down on Broadax again this year. As you heard on your last show, we have a new quarterback coming in. I was ready to move forward with TJ. I was looking forward to practicing with him, getting more organized as a team, and then a stud of a quarterback fell in our lap, and I'm not going to turn that down. So
Yeah,
Kevin Clancy's coming aboard. He was a stud at Shepherd. He's been on the scene at you know on the circuit, I guess you call it nowadays. Plays for the Maryland Bullets.
yeah,
Just so happens that our league kind of schedules around tournaments and stuff, so um, they don't. Maryland Bullets isn't going to play in a league anywhere this year in the spring. So looking forward to getting back to Broad Axe football. So
yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys get back there, man. You guys have been excellent to watch. It's a shame to see what it was last season. That was not the Broad Axe you and I both know and seen the last couple of years. But you did go through some hardships. You lost a lot of guys, and things got tough there in the spring. But to hear this news is great. I'd like to see you guys get a real shot at defending your title. You've had depleted rosters the last two playoffs. You haven't had a fair chance to defend it.
yeah, I mean, last season in the fall was frustrating, and the spring was frustrating. I mean, anytime you win 9 championships in a row, and then even to just lose one game, not to mention to lose the championship, I mean, it's very frustrating because you're at the top of the mountain for so long. You know what I mean? So, and that's something. Once you win, I'm the type of person that hates to lose more than I like to win. So, to lose, and it's also hard, to make that transition from some of my best friends retired or left the game. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I'm playing with some new guys, and I love them all the same, but at the same time, it takes a while to develop those friendships too. And you know, yeah, I mean, we'll get back there, but it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, and I feel like from the way things are being said, it seems like it could be the year. Something I'm looking forward to, Tom, seeing you this spring. Who is Broad Axe opening with week one?
We have the Civil War, Red Knights.
Oh, my favorite. Here we go. That's game of the week material. Mark it down. Broad Axe Knights, game of the week. Game.
And we'll play them week one, and the way it works out with 7 teams, we'll actually play them twice this year. So we'll play them first, and unless we get rained out the first week, we'll probably play them the first week and last week, or however that works out.
All right, we'll see. I mean, seven does allow a lot more flexibility because the rain has been a major issue for us, especially last year. And if
Well, I've
last yes,
never seen anything. I've lived around here all my life, and I've never seen rain like we've had in the last year. Like, usually in the spring or summertime, we're going through drought season, and last spring and summer was, I mean, hell, it rained every single weekend it seemed like. So I'm hoping that changes this year. I mean, there's nothing worse than tearing up a field and playing on a sloppy field all year long.
Yeah. And I feel you on that. It was just bad. And last night, even I was coming home, the same exact rain came down on the way back to my house. And I'm just like, I'm hoping this is not the recurring case again this spring, because like I've had enough of that. We need some good weather days, man, because like we lacked a lot of that last year.
Amen, brother. I
Amen.
agree.
Yeah, and looking forward to the matchup between you and the Red Knights week one. That's going to be an exciting one. Anything you want to add tonight, Tom? Anything you want to get out there while you're on air?
No, I mean, I just you were asking about the league meeting today. It was a great group of guys in there today. Everybody ordered a drink, had a little something to eat. Broadax took care of us as they always do. As captains, it's nice to get in there and spend some face time. There's no bitterness in there. Everybody got along pretty good. It's nice to see a camaraderie among the captains. We can kind of lean on each other and, you know, feel each other's pain a little bit. So just that, at this time, not like we really we're always wanting new teams, but I'm happy with what we got. It's exciting to move forward. I mean, heck, we played with 5 teams before, so
Mm-hmm.
I feel strongly about the 7 teams we have. So I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna miss the teams that aren't here. Always miss a team like the X Dogs and miss AFN or Misfits or whatever team name they're going by at the present. I think they'll be back as AFN, before long.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean those are solid teams, but like I said, we're not going anywhere for a long time, and I think we put up a good image of what our league is.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. I'm just glad that we're still going, and I hope we continue to grow.
Yep,
The game itself is
absolutely.
growing. 9-man with us and Keystone especially. I'm pretty happy to see how it's grown the last couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I haven't played as many tournaments, so I haven't been on the circuit per se. I'm getting old, man.
Yeah.
Plus, I travel and do stuff, more for fun. So, going on those road trips is all about the guys you go with too. And I think, talking to Dame and Chris Boone today, where they struggle getting there, you always wish you could have your whole team there when you go to a
Mm.
tournament. And I think they're facing that frustration now. And, they're always asking for other guys off other teams to go. But, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun when you go and when you're on the road and having fun with your boys. I mean, so many
Yeah.
times where, I've played with other teams and I go, man, imagine if we would have had our team here, like what we could have done, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm always kind of hesitant to play with somebody else or go somewhere because it's not the same, you know what I mean? And it's like if I'm going to use vacation days or spend my money, and it's like I want to have fun, and be good at it at the same time. So
Yeah.
I just wish all the luck to all the teams that do travel. I applaud it. I think it's great to our leagues getting out there on the circuit. Um, I mean, and making a good showing of it. You know what I mean? Like, when you play a Washington County flag football team, like you better tie them up tight that game, and we're going to bring everything we got when you go to play us. So I think our league's getting a lot of respect out there. I hope it is. You know, People want to talk like we're a lesser league sometimes, but we're pretty tough top to bottom right now.
Yeah. No, I agree. And for what it's worth, Adrenaline Rush did back in January score the league's first ever A bracket win. That's
Yep,
growth. And we can only
that's
get
pretty
better.
awesome.
There is so much talent in this area that's untapped. It's insane. Frederick County as a whole is untapped outside
Right,
of what Brunswick is doing.
exactly.
And it's only going to get bigger and bigger, especially as more leagues pop up. 9-man in general, flag football in general is getting big. I mean, look at all the money started being invested into it. It's
Oh,
crazy.
exactly. And honestly, Joey, I mean, you said about Frederick County. I just recently resigned from coaching high school, but Frederick County schools are year after year winning state championships, whether it's Linganore, Oakdale, Middletown's always good.
Walkersville.
Walkersville's always good. You know, that's only 20 minutes to a half hour from us. I mean, if Frederick County ever put together a team that wanted to come to Washington County, whew, I mean, they'd be tough. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that they do it different down there, and you know, any high school coach or any football fan around here knows when you play Frederick County team, it's a whole different ball game. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
And
if
then
they
you
ever
think
put
about
a
the
team in our
NFL
league, that would be
players
great.
who've been through Frederick County schools in recent years. Shout out Rob Havenstein.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out the fullback from the
Super
Bears.
Bowl, yeah.
The fullback from the Bears a couple years ago. Who was that? I can't remember. He went to
I'm
Walkersville
not
though.
sure.
Tony Fiametta. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like
it.
even back in the day, Chuck Foreman.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago, though, right?
Oh yeah. But still though, like there's a big football presence in that area.
Oh,
Just
big
by
time.
those names alone, that's growth.
Well, not to mention if we got some 40 old boys to come down from Cumberland,
Hmm.
like they can't run the power run game at us like they or the wing T like Boonesborough does, but bring it on down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I'd like to see it stretch further out there. There's so many people, and Nine Man is not just for football players. I've seen people who played basketball, who played soccer, who come from playing football on the streets. That's all they do. They never played organized sports. They just come out there, they play, they
Exactly.
look good.
Yep.
Like it's one of those games where if you find your niche, you can really vibe. You can really thrive in it.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly right.
Well, Tom, anything else you want to add for tonight while you're on there?
All good, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right, sir.
Cheers to the Miller Lakes, and looking forward to a great 2019 spring season.
Same to you.
Uh,
3 weeks from today, correct?
3 weeks from today,
March
God
31st.
willing. Do your reverse rain dance, Joey.
Don't remind me, man. I did the Keystone kickoff last week episode, and then they got snowed out. So like,
Oh, did they? Okay.
yeah, they got snowed out yesterday, and it's scary, man. I hope it doesn't happen again this spring. Let's put it that way, because that's rain was just ugh. It ruined the whole
Yeah.
season almost.
Well, I wish those guys all the best, but they need to stop posting on our page all the time.
All right, Tom. Thanks for having you on. Hey, would you ever consider the idea of an exhibition between the two leagues?
Absolutely.
Just to come together, help each other out. I think that'd be a really cool thing, especially between
Hey, if they
seasons.
want to do it, maybe that's the idea is have them pick their all-star team, and we'll pick our all-star team, and hell,
I
play
like
it
that.
anywhere you want.
Hey, I think Greencastle, PA, Don Brown said something about getting fields
On the turf.
on the turf. That'd be a good neutral
I'm good
site.
with
That's practically in between both cities.
Absolutely.
We can band together. I'll provide rides. We'll do it. Let's do it.
Don
Let's make it
Brown, the
happen.
modern day Don King. Get it going. I think it would be an all-star team from here playing the X-Dogs, though, right?
Essentially.
Love a
Yeah.
shake.
What's their other team names? Killer Bees or something like that?
Yeah, Killer
Killer
Bees, Ship
Bees.
Flip Gators, Immortals. The Spartans
but-
went up there. That's where they ended up at, right? Don Brown and the Spartans. They're in Keystone now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
the team called the Spartans. That's Don's team, right? I'm just kidding,
Well,
guys.
I mean,
That's
honestly,
they haven't told anything about them still. I don't know who the Spartans are yet. Spartans, please get back to me.
it's so hard to start a team. I can't even imagine starting a whole league from scratch. So
Oh,
props
God.
to those guys for getting it up and getting it going. I mean, I know how many bumps we take on the road. So hey, I know I'm getting my jabs in right now, but I applaud those guys for getting. I think every town, every city should have a flag football league.
I agree. We need
know what I
more
mean?
adult rec league sports because I feel like it brings a lot of good to the community. It's
Adults get shit on, man. I mean,
Yeah,
don't
agree.
get me wrong. I love kids. I support volunteering for kids and everything. But if it's something for the kids, counties, cities, they bend over backwards, give them all the fields they need, this and that. But as soon as you say it's for adult league, they're like, "Oh no, we can't. We don't want those problems." They want to claim you when it looks good, but as soon as it looks bad, they're like, oh, we can't be putting our name out there for you. You know what I mean? But so many people have played in our flag football league. So many people played in the softball leagues around here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, I guess the YMCA's had a basketball league and stuff like that, but it's hard to keep our 2020 will be our league's 50th year. So
Oh my
not
God.
so
I'll definitely
just
try
think
to be
about
here to
that.
see that.
Yeah, 2020. So 50 years. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Second oldest in America, right? Is that one league dead yet, or are we going to be the
I
oldest?
don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I know that it started in Ohio somewhere. So I don't know if that league's still going or not, but 50 years
Yeah,
is 50 years, man.
yeah, that's great. We got to have a celebration for that big time next year. We got to have a big party for next year.
Tell Brian Swagger to get the kegs ready.
Oh yeah! Shout out Swagger, get the cake ready. That'll be
There we
great.
go.
50 years of county.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear
that's going
that,
to be a
man.
big banquet. We need to definitely dial it up for that one.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree on that. We'll have to see what the situation looks like a year from now first, though. League fees
Right,
first. League
exactly.
fees, ref fees. Let's get that first.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Always.
jersey fees, guys. Make sure you all match a little this year.
Yeah, hey, what's Deion Sanders saying? Look good, play good, look good, feel good, play good, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
That goes for teams as well.
Yeah. All right, Tom. Thanks for being on tonight. March 31st, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Any schedule set yet?
No games are set yet. Andy will be working on the schedule this week, I believe. But yeah, it's going to be the same as usual. We're talking about eliminating the 9 o'clock game some weeks and starting at 10.
I'm good with
But
that.
yeah, because I mean, a lot of the teams request like later games. So if there's ever a week where nobody wants the early games, we might just eliminate and start later.
Yeah. No, I
Um,
like that. I think
but
that's
the only thing about that in the spring is it gets smoking hot outside. So
oh my God, when
some
June
days,
hits.
hey, if we're back at Marty Snook, I'll take all the 9 o'clock games I can get.
Yeah. The
'Cause you know
early
what that means.
yeah, because
I'm gonna have a
I got some pretty
cooler
bad friends
full
every
of
year there.
beer.
Yeah. But sorry for cutting you off there, my bad.
You good, buddy?
But anyways, Tom, thanks for joining us tonight. Anytime you want me back on, brother, come back on. Love to have you.
Okay, sounds good, man.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me. Have a good
Thanks for being
show.
on. You as well.
Catch you guys later.
Catch you later, Tom. Putting my glasses back on. Check the comments. That was Tom Hoffman, everybody, commissioner of the Washington County Flag Football League. Spring 2019 is finally here, but 3 weeks coming. I'm stoked. March 31st. Tom's still on the air. Let me catch you off. There we go. Gotta do it manually. All good. So Ross, you excited?
Yeah.
Do you want from me? Thank you. Thank you. You got my beer on time and everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually put my glasses back on so I can read the comments. I had to take them off because I kept seeing the screen. So Ross, what do you think? 7 teams, good, bad?
I like it, man.
You like it?
It means there's gonna be a lot of talent on the team. You know what I mean? The 7 teams that we have.
Yeah. I feel like it does condense a lot of things down because,
Yeah.
because people, I've seen so many roster issues the last couple of years, and where guys would come in with maybe 12, 13 guys a week, and the team will end up folding at year's end, or they come back with a few more guys, and it just doesn't go anywhere. I feel like the smaller the roster, the more consolidated the talent is, the better off I feel like everyone's going to be in the end. And 7 seems small, but it's more condensed. It's more consolidated.
Right.
So I like it.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Yeah, 7's gonna be nice. Ross, who was the Warriors' opponent week 1? Who'd you got?
Program.
Program?
Yeah.
the team who you haven't scored against in the last. No, wait. I don't think you ever scored against them now that I think about it.
That might be true. I don't know. You know the stats more than
I
do.
believe that is a true fact. I will look it up later. Warriors have never scored on the program in any other games. I know the last 3 have been shutouts.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Are you guys going to have a quarterback this year who can throw the ball?
Yeah, we're going to score for sure.
For sure?
Yeah.
Who's playing Q?
We're going to score for sure.
Who's playing Q?
Not 100% sure yet.
All right. We'll get back to Ross on that one.
A couple different options.
Couple different options. Okay. Best of luck on that. Anywho, going back to the topics we're discussing tonight. First off, the league meetings itself. Look at the 7 teams. The Railroaders are here instead of the Assassins. Shout out Railroaders for the Joey Blaze jersey of the night. But yeah, the Railroaders. Do you feel like it's going to change anything, Ross? Is the alumni spirit going to come back and they're going to beat the Warriors for the first time ever this season?
It'll be pretty good.
You think they're pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. What's pretty good?
Definitely not going to be any pushovers like they used to be.
Okay. No, I think that too. I feel like if they can get the guys that had an alumni, they can make a decent run and they can get surprised at people.
Yeah.
There's no beat bracket to win, so go for broke, guys. Think of it this way. This is like the old days. I'm going to preach this message right now to all you guys. And before I get to the other teams coming back. Because it's on my mind right now. If you're going to have just no beat bracket, period, the only thing you're fighting for is seeding. This is your time to practice. Get an identity for your team. Figure it out. Get it together. You don't have to look picture perfect in April. You don't want to peak before you even get to the climax. You want to be able to get there and go, buddy. You can't just sit there and be like, no. We're going to be good now. You got to maintain balance as the year goes on. Improve, build. This is your opportunity. That's why I feel like this is a much better format this year for the league. Yeah.
I do. I like it.
It gives teams a chance to have that practice feel again because some weeks you don't get guys, and when you don't get guys, suddenly you're playing in the B bracket because you were depleted all season.
Right.
Because work or sick or he got drunk and he can't come in.
Right.
You know how that goes, Ross. But going back to the other teams, Red Knights, speaking of which, they had that problem all season. But they still managed to win the B bracket. Congratulations, Knights, the final B bracket champion for the moment. Looking at it, if they can get that momentum and at least get back to form and bring in their best of guys for a run in June, I feel like that suddenly gives them an advantage. Because I don't know what Andy has this season, but I do know he has connections. He knows people. He's got guys. If he can get all his guys together, he might be able to pull a little bit of a small run himself. I'm not going to say they're going to win the championship because we'll get back to you on that. Because looking at the rest of the league, I have a lot of question marks. Because I look at the Knights, they haven't proven anything me yet. Same with you guys, same with Railroaders. Right now, you guys are in the spot of be better by June. That's all that matters.
Right.
The other teams in this league, I'm looking at Broad Axe with the acquisitions they have is suddenly the one team that looks the best to me. Ruckus does not have Scotty Scott. The program has brought guys from Top Gun in, but they have not fixed their quarterback situation. And that's no disrespect intended for Adam. But I'm looking at an offense that got very stale and stagnant last season. If they get more adjustments in there, if they focus on the short passing game, they're going to be able to do well. I feel like that team is like they're like a dark horse to me who can do stuff. But at the same time, they got to fix the offense. They got to focus on the short passing game. I feel like bringing the Top Gun guys could do that.
Right.
But until then, it's hard for me to look at them as a contender for the championship against ADR. Because if ADR is running full throttle, they're going to run the league again. Let it be known that ADR has not lost a regular season game in this league since spring 2017, when they were TNT. Let it be known their last loss was to the program in the regular season of that year. Who can measure up right now? Aside from Broad Axe. Because Broad Axe, if they got everything right, if they have all the people they need, if they get at least enough of their old core guys back, if they bring in the guys they have right now, they have a shot at ADR. But the question becomes, can they do it?
Right.
That's a whole other thing. We got to see how it all transitions, but there's potential there. We'll see. For now, though, I'm looking at the rest of the league. Ruckus does not have Scotty, so suddenly they're back to where they were last spring. But if they can at least play good enough defense and manage not to turn the ball over, it'll be fine. Program's got to change the offense to help out Adam, because I feel like a short passing game would benefit him a lot. The Knights, I don't know what Andy has. So I can't really say anything. I know he's gonna have some. He's gonna have guys no matter what. He's got connections. You guys and Assassins need to merge at some point and end this whole feud, because this rivalry does not work in flag football. But it's a shame you guys will be playing an alum this year. Maybe we'll have some of that later. But I'm looking ahead. If I were to put together a power rankings based on what I've heard today, for number 7, I'm going the Assassins. Railroaders, sorry. I got to work on that still. Gotta get used to that name. Number 6, I'm going to go Warriors. Let's not make this official. Let's make this a hypothetical and give me 2 weeks to have it. If you guys have information for me that I should know about what your teams have, tell me. Because, I'm curious. I don't know much going in because I haven't been able to watch any practice. I don't have enough time. I'm curious to see what everybody has. Because, I've heard words and I've seen posts, but I don't know whatever is official. So, I'm curious, but based on what I'm hearing, Warriors 6, Red Knights 5th. 4th, I originally had Broadaxe there until I remembered what was going down, and I moved them up. So I'm going to put for 4th, Ruckus. Because without Scotty, I feel like they're kind of back to where they were. Which, that's no hate towards what anyone can do on that team. But at the same time, it's more of a case where I just can't see it. I just can't. Like I said, one thing that kills that team is quarterback play every time. And Scotty has gotten into a championship 2 out of 3 of his years.
Right.
But we'll see. Like I said, it's all practice this year, guys, till you get to June. That's how I feel. But go out there and grind every week. Don't get complacent. Grind. Treat it like practice, but play it like a game. Because you're just trying to get better for when it matters the most. But number 4 is Ruckus. 3... Or no, sorry. I'm going to put Program at 4. Because I heard they crushed him in a scrimmage earlier. But I don't know how serious it takes scrimmages. We'll see. I'm going to go based on what I know. That's a hard one. I'm still deciding on it. 3 and 4. They're interchangeable to me at the moment. Let me find out more and see where it goes. Number 2, I'm going to put Broadaxe, because I feel like with the additions they have a little bit more of a complete team that has a lot of winning experience. I mean, the jersey behind me doesn't lie, based on what I've been hearing. And for number 1, of course, ADR, because they have the ship, and the fact that nobody has beaten them in the regular season in 3 seasons in a row. That's insane. And when they have lost games, they've not really been blown out since Boone got there. The last real blowout they had was against Broadaxe in that spring playoffs, but again, that was TMT with Jacob Mitchell and TJ and all them. It's not even close to what it became later that fall. We'll see, though. We'll see. Moving ahead now, speaking of adrenaline rushes, I put my glasses back on. To the standard reflection. Gentlemen, how's it going tonight? Looking at the comments. Brunswick has found some new confidence. Definitely not sleeping on them.
So, Mo.
I have a request to be called in. Dame? All right. Dame's already ready. Bet. I'm getting him on. I'm going to skip over that because Dame put the request in for me. Perfect. It's a question of if Dame is on his phone right now. Does he see it? It's adding.
Caps are winning too.
Are they? You're talking about hockey. It's the flag football show.
Shit.
Hockey is great. No, no. I just had nothing to look forward to for the Kings game. Anyways, Dame, you on, buddy? If I can find him. There he is. Hey, bud.
Hey,
Dame,
hold on. Yeah, can you hear me?
how you doing, man?
Good, good. How are
I
you,
can hear you,
Jordan?
bro. I'm doing great, dude.
Sorry,
How are you?
good. I gotta sit out here because baby boy back there sleeping.
Oh, hey, congratulations, by the way, Dame.
Man, I really appreciate that.
I'm glad to hear about it, dude. That's awesome. That's what it's about, man. Um,
Yes.
how's it feel, man?
Man, it's crazy. I can't even explain it for real. Like, I mean, if you're a father, you know. Like, but having a little boy, it's just, I'm excited.
Good, good, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, so it's football season coming up, man.
Yeah, dude. Well, it was supposed to kick off this weekend, but it's going to be officially next weekend now with the Atlantic City tournament. I'm stoked. That's going to be great. Dane, tell us who you got for that one.
Um, we got the luck of the draw. You know what I mean? We got a couple cupcakes. Now I'm playing. Now we got
Y'all
we
got,
got
Eric dissed you all pretty hard the other night on that review of y'all's game. I'm not going to
man,
lie.
man, fuck that. I don't listen to shit that Eric Bose says because he don't strap it up and play. He had a chance to get out on that field. So whatever. I know what I
Yeah,
do when I step out there. So it's cool. I mean, jokes on us for now. I feel it. But y'all, they know when they're on the field with us, ain't nobody laughing. So I feel it. Afterwards on the internet, after we play, and it's a hard fought matchup, regardless what the score said, y'all got jokes. I mean, you won. I'm a jokester too. But
yeah.
our day's coming, and trust and believe they're gonna hear about us. They're gonna hear it from me too. So the disrespect is cool. We play Gladiators and Lions. I mean, two of the top five teams on the circuit. I mean, it's whatever. To win the championship, you gotta play good teams, right? So why not get it out the way Saturday? I don't. I really don't care who we play unless there's a certain team that's been talking shit or somebody that I really wanted to play. Like it really doesn't. It doesn't matter to me. You gotta play who you gotta play to win the ship sooner or later. So fuck it. Saturday's gonna be
Yeah,
fun.
I feel you on that. How has ADR improved from nationals for this upcoming tournament? I know you guys looking for a lineman right now.
Yeah, we're looking for a lineman. We're just looking for some depth. We'll be all right. I mean, we
You
won't
want to
have
put a
every.
request out there for anybody watching?
I mean, hey, if any of y'all want to come to Atlantic City, I mean, this is your chance to play against the best of the best. I'm not joking at all. I'm not over exaggerating. Motherfuckers can ball, so if you want to come play ball and you know what I mean, kick it with us for a little bit, I'm gonna get a house and I can probably work something out. So just let me know. Um, can't make any promises, but I can tell you if you come out and ball, you're gonna play. So
All
it
right.
is what it is. And I mean, anybody else, other positions, hit me up. We'll talk, but mostly linemen.
Offensive side, defensive side.
I mean, if you're a defensive tackle or nose guard, holler at me. Size is everything.
Yeah, that
No
comes in
homo.
handy. That
Whoa.
especially that middle.
But yeah, so just hit me up. Um, and that's about it for Atlantic City. I mean,
All right.
I think we're gonna be better. I've talked to a few people. in this flag world, and I'm changed things up quite a bit back at home base. So things are going to be ran a little different. That was our first full year. Hagerstown
Yeah.
Tournament Nationals made it our first full year. So I've learned a lot. So things are going to be different. We're going to switch things up. We're going to do what we got to do. Some
Yeah.
things got to change. So getting tired of spending all this damn money to go out there and everybody's hoping to play ADR for an easy game. So that's just going to change. And it starts at the top with me, CJ, and Boone. So we got it.
All right.
And then league
You
play.
guys-
And then league play, y'all motherfuckers in trouble. League
No, I agree
play.
on that.
Broadex getting Clancy, I like that because if they can have other pieces around him, that'll make for some good competition. Program, I don't know what happened with the falling out, so I don't know who they lost. I don't know who they got, but they're all also always decent. Ruckus, they added some pieces, but without Scotty, who the fuck is playing quarterback? Like, I don't take them serious.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I mean, no disrespect, everybody else is, I mean, Warriors, those are my guys, but I'm not worried about them. Assassins,
Ooh.
I mean, they
Hey,
changed
they're
their,
the assassins
they,
anymore, man. They're the railroaders.
exactly. They went from two double asses to now getting their ass railroaded. Like, come on now. What the fuck
Hold
kind of
up.
name?
Is that
Come on,
Smack
yeah.
Talk directed at the Railroaders flag team? Because you realize their flag team is also under a lung team, right?
I mean, if they get that chance, that's gonna be a whole nother issue. I hope they got some
Um,
life in. I hope some of them got life insurance.
ooh, Dane firing shots already. Remember what happened to Ross Collins getting roasted on the internet by the Brunswick guys after
I'm
last year's
not
loss?
Ross Collins. I'm not Ross
Ooh.
Collins.
That's true.
I'm not putting no half-ass team out there. I won't put a team out there if we not look. And
We're supposed to play that.
yeah, and I saw how the group was going. I ain't putting my name on something where we could have lost to the Brunswick Railroaders. Come on now, that stains my legacy back home.
Damn, Dame.
Dang, man.
We're glad to have you back this season.
I'm glad to be back, but back to our league. We don't care. That tackle football thing will be fun, but back to our league. The program called us out, yeah. Do you believe that, Joey?
Program called you out, the team who's never beaten you? Oh, except for that one time when y'all
I
were
wasn't
TNT
there.
back in the
I
day.
wasn't there. I wasn't there. We
I
were in
wasn't there
Richmond.
either, so it never happened.
Okay.
We can
I
agree
was
on
about
that.
to say they've never beaten me. Those are my guys. Like program, those are my guys. But come on now, they called us out, Joey. They said it
Week
like
one.
10. They said it like they're in the group. Like I mean, at the captain's meeting, we won ADR twice, and week one. We'll play them twice in week one. We won ADR. It was so bad. Andy said, "Fuck it," and just wrote it down. I said, "Oh." So
I got to wish
Lord,
I was there for that one.
yeah, they jumped off the porch. Those are like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Those are my guys, but you can't call us out. Like, come on, man. We ain't lost in the regular season since when, Joey?
Oh, June 21st, 2017 is my memory of the date of him. That's been a long time, bro. Like June 7th, 14th, whatever that was, somewhere around that time. That's a rough guess. And that was after you beat Broadax. Remember, that was a doubleheader. You weren't there,
Oh,
but it was a doubleheader.
damn. Yeah, so
TNT
that's what I'm
beat Broadax and then lost the program.
Uh-oh. Well, maybe they might have a chance because you remember the last they do. Shit, since then and the last time they played us, they probably got a lot of false hope. Because y'all remember how y'all said it was a close game last time we played program, like 2 seasons ago, how they scored at the end after we had played like 2 8-man games and then played Ruckus. And then it might be a close game on paper. That's about it.
What would you say what would you say the point spread would be going to this one if I was to gamble on it?
See, we're not going, regardless of how I'm talking, we're not going to be assholes this year. We're
Okay.
going to be, so point spread, I say 18. We going, and then we'll press off the gas and put our backup quarterback in. And then, yeah, we're going to see. We're going to try some new things. We're going to switch some things up. We're going to test the waters a little bit on defense. We're going to move some things around, different pieces, try some things out, play with a safety sometimes. I'm going to play a little bit of offense maybe, show y'all these tight end skills. You never know. We're going to switch some shit up. So, because we can do the same shit every year and win, like, no disrespect against B teams or certain teams like that, but when we get on the circuit and we're playing the main events, the Bulldogs, we can't do that same shit that we do in this league. So we gotta fucking learn from that, and that's what I mean is it's gonna be different. So
Yeah. I look forward to seeing how you guys grow this year. Look forward to seeing how you do in Atlantic City. If you were to pick a winner for the B bracket, who would you go with? Since obviously we know who you got winning A.
yeah, we bringing that shit home. We shocking the fucking world. And
Love to
then
see it, man.
and then I'm going on Facebook Live with my horse.
Oh.
But anyway, chill. I'm a changed man. I don't have any of those. I don't even know what those are. But nah, the B bracket, I can't really speak on anything because I wouldn't know. But I'm sure as hell hoping it's AFN or MD Raiders, one of them two. I mean, whatever problems I had in the past was with certain people. It's never been with AFN. I fuck with those guys, so bring that shit home.
Oh yeah,
It is
man.
what it
Love to
is.
see you play as well.
I mean, I know they're probably hungry as fuck because Nationals didn't really go how they wanted. So good luck to those guys. MD Raiders. I don't really know who all is on that team. I'm guessing some of the Ruckus guys and then Scotty and some of his guys. So good luck to
That's not
them.
right.
And um, let's bring that shit back here. You know what I mean? That's pretty much all I got to say. I would say I
Yeah.
come watch them, but I don't want to lie to them motherfuckers because I'm going to be out gambling Friday night and they play early. So good luck. I'm there. I'm watching if it's on live, but I will not be freezing my ass off at no 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, especially in Jersey, right off the coast, right?
Yes.
That's gonna be.
Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
to be
that's
cool.
gonna be bad.
So,
Woo.
but
Yeah, that's the equivalent to like 20 degrees here, from what I've gathered. Like it's brutal up there.
mm.
But look forward to seeing how you guys do.
Yep. And then, that's about what. Oh, Tom's being not all the way truthful. Boone did ask the captains about that All-Star shit. It's just the captains didn't really take it too serious, and so they sort of just voted on some names. Because I agree, some of them
Yeah.
names on that All-Star team, I'm looking like, how the Boone, you can't. And he was like, well, I asked the captains, they said this, so I don't think they really
Yeah.
thought Boone was going to put the team together like that, because then when the team came out, it was like, well, shit, well, he asked who the best lineman was, and besides that, they sort of took stats. So, I mean,
Yeah.
he asked the captains. It's just this year or going forward, I feel like more people's gonna want to be involved because they see like stats and the awards and all that. So hopefully our league's growing and people will take it as motivation or realize, yo, it's just fucking stats on a piece of paper in a rec league and not get too mad about the shit. And the shit can continue to grow because I'm sure when it's talking shit, it's good to be able to pull up numbers rather than people saying, yeah, I had 10 sacks in one game. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, like I see that all the time. Stats have been or a nuisance to keep track of. Honestly, though, I like the other suggestions we had too about All-Star games. Whether it be like I think I pitched one a while back of just having an open game where teams are selected based on whoever wants to participate. Because the hardest part is getting guys who want to be out there or even available. Because if you don't say it by a certain time, you got guys going on vacation and stuff like that by that point.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, I guess we should make a set date or whatever, but I don't want to play those Keystone fuckers. They suck. Like, Tom wants to do.
Out tonight.
Tom wants to do that shit so he can beat up on that little league. That's like two-hand touch. Like, let's meet up at the open field over there and let's wear some pennies and play flag football. I'm not playing those guys. Count me out. I'd rather play against our own Washington County All-Stars than waste my time against Keystone Killer Bees. Like, come on now. The fuck?
Yeah, I remember that game, but I heard they're doing a little better than that now.
And so I hate when y'all say that shit. Like everybody gets better except for ADR. Like we if other teams are getting better.
I compliment people somehow, Dame.
Nah, I get. I'm sorry, Joey. My bad.
I can't compliment you guys too much because otherwise it just becomes the ADR show.
I know they was throwing shots at us in the captain's beat. This league ain't ADRs. I heard that slick shit. Hey, whatever. For now.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add in, Dame, tonight?
Nah, just good luck to all the teams going to Atlantic City, guys playing on other teams, even if it's not one of the AFN or Raiders from our league. Good luck. Like I said, if you want to go, hit me up. Offensive linemen, defensive tackles, we can maybe work something out. Just hit me up. And good luck to everybody and program. Y'all motherfuckers are on the clock. Don't you ever fucking call us out again. We're gonna have to teach y'all a real lesson. Besides that, I'll smoke a little L with y'all after the game. Y'all still my boys, and I need those Pampers. Cause of yeah.
I saw that conversation.
Yeah. I let Swole, but I need all those. Swole. So.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate you having me on, Joey. How do I hang up?
Let me hang you up for me, Dame.
All right,
Dame,
all right, man. Y'all have a good night.
Adrenaline Rush. Thanks for joining us, Dame. A lot of smack talk by Dame as Ross has vanished. Well, there he is.
Was it towards me?
They're excited for that tournament coming up in Atlantic City. I especially look forward to seeing what they can do out there, especially in they're not technically second full year when it comes to the way they've been running the team since that fall of 2017. Much different than what it was, but ADR, well-oiled machine. Dame's got a lot of room to talk. He can talk as much as he wants, especially with the way they've dominated the county league, and they got a lot of notoriety right now. They're not respected much on the circuit from the way people have talked about them, but they've certainly made strides as time has went on. As I said, they've improved too. It is all true. It's just the problem is they can't seem to get the numbers, and that seems to be the one thing that kills county teams when it comes to the circuit is the inability to not field the numbers they need to win it. We talked about last year during the Bassford Heritage Bowl how so many of the guys who could have played in Ocean City were playing regular season games for county. But that's just something that you don't think about because those teams do need cater to too. The Assassins don't travel, you guys don't travel, and the Survivors didn't travel. And it ended up being a good event for everybody, but it's just one of those things where that's just how it goes. I mean, that's flag football. There's a lot to recruit. It's hard to get your full team because ideally, if we all had our full teams against everybody else's full teams, who's to say we know what's getting better? Who's to say, like, we know how well we could be? Like, Ruckus could do better if they had their guys in the circuit. Same thing with ADR. Same thing with Program. It's just hard to travel. And I don't know. We'll see. I feel like as a whole, the league has gotten better. I just feel like we have to try to figure out better ways to travel on the circuit than what we do, which it's difficult. It really is. Life does get in the way, to be realistic. The guys who do make it on the A bracket and the B bracket circuit, major props to you. That's great. That's awesome.
Right.
Major props. That's a lot of work. Looking at the comments, scrolling down. Sean Moat says Brunswick has some found new confidence, not sleeping on him. Don't blame me one bit, Sean. The last game I think you played, they gave you an L, so. Kenny Diener says a solid QB is hard to find. I agree. I definitely agree. The quarterback position it's difficult. It's one thing to throw the ball, but you got to have a guy with a brain too. The arm is not just one of it; it's part of it. Yeah. And Lions put in requests. The opponent, I believe, for ADR.
Yeah.
See y'all next week, bro. Respect. Yeah. Shout out to the Lions. Thanks for watching. Glad to have you view our show tonight. Boone says they're going to have the starting corners for the tourney. That's huge. That is huge. Continuity in the secondary is big. You got to have. That's the one thing these teams lack, I feel like. If continuity does kill you on the circuit. But almost every team deals with that, with the exception of the ones who have the resources to win it. I feel like that's been one of the things it boils down to is just what connections you really have.
Right.
Like, it's one thing to play as a team, but it's another thing to be able to bring in certain guys and come out there and win for you. Yeah. Going down here, Choppy says that the alumni game was bullshit. Ross agrees with your sentiments. I know that. Weather's mid-40s this year, according to Regan, for Atlantic City. Ooh.
Not too bad.
Yeah, but that's off the coast. You got to think about that, too. Like, I've been to New York City in this time of the year, and what is 60 actually feels like 30. Yeah. True facts. Yeah, Spence, Lions tuning in. Glad to see you tuning in, too. Tyler Spencer. Not here tonight, but Spence, glad to hear from you, buddy.
He doesn't want to do a call-in?
If Spence wants to call in, that's an invite. Feel free, Spence. Ross was asking for you. Yep, All-Star Game, Boone. Keystone is getting better. Hey, I agree. You guys will get better. It's over time. Dame doesn't feel that way, but it's a process. That's what it is. It takes a while to get there, and the way it seems like you guys are going in the right direction, as I've said every week. So, major props to Keystone still, in spite of Dame's words. Glad to see you all keep growing. Tyler says 11-man Spence. Number 11. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anybody, I think that's really about it. Atlantic City, as mentioned, the affiliates are going there. Anybody from AFN want to call in right now watching?
Raiders.
Anybody from the Maryland Raiders? Scotty Scott, I did talk to him earlier if he wanted to call in. He said he might be available. Not really sure if he is or not right now. If you would like to call in, put in your requests. Love to hear from you if you have anything to talk about. We're back for Washington County in 3 weeks. Atlantic City this weekend. Keystone will finally kick off this weekend, hopefully. Weather's just, ugh. But I'm telling you, being outside today, spring's definitely here. And I'm looking forward to the ride. I'm just going to show a couple things real quick. We're still recruiting for dodgeball if anybody's interested. March 23rd, Boonesboro High School, Michaela Grove Invitational. Cost right now is $25, but your price does go down depending on who we get. Like I said, 8's the minimum, 12's the max. If you're interested in playing dodgeball for the tournament, let me know. Ross, you have anything to add?
I got nothing.
You got nothing? Does anybody want to call in?
Looking forward to the season starting.
I'm looking forward to it too. Trust me, man. We got a lot coming up here in the Washington County Flag Football League. Even with 17s, I feel like we're still growing. We'll have X-Dogs back next year, and the sky's the limit. 9-man is growing. Flag football is growing. It's great right now. If that's it, we'll just cut it off for now for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Tom Hoffman and Damian Cason. We look forward to seeing you all next week. We'll try to give a brief recap of what happened with Keystone as well as the Atlantic City tournament. Hopefully one of our guys can be on air to celebrate their victory. We'll see how that goes. And thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Joey Blaze, and we'll see you next week. Fuck your team.